What's up? I'm Rockafella, and I'd like to welcome you to the Hood on Lock.
What's up? What's up? Your boy back with another one. As y'all know, man, this long lasting motherfucking beef has arisen once again. It's said that Damien Dash wants to sell his third ownership of Rockafella. Jay Z doesn't want it. He wants to buy it. Dame Dash feel like Jay Z is not offering enough. He's devaluing his percentage of the company. So he wants to sell it to somebody else. Now, I don't understand how you sell a third of a company's NTF, but I do understand how you sell a third of the actual company. So I understand what Dame Dash is trying to do on that part. I don't quite understand his third of an NTF, though, which I hope somehow one day he will break down and explain. Dame normally does those type of things. I understand Jay Z wanting to buy that third and owning it. You know what I'm saying? It makes a whole lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely want to be the one to buy it if I was Jay. But if Jay don't want to pay what Dame wants, how like legally how can you stop that? Because obviously Jay Z has, at least temporarily. Was that in their original agreement or contract? Maybe that's why. That would make sense. But if it's not in the original contract that they all agreed to and signed, then what law is he using or what is he using to block Dame from selling his third of Rockefeller? I don't understand. I don't get it. Um, Shit. Honestly, to be honest with you, having the type of bag that Jay Z got, I would let that nigga offer the shit and then come buy it. I'll wait to see what the highest offer is and just slightly outbid the motherfucker by probably like 10,000. Get it that way. You feel me? Well, I'm gonna play a clip I want you guys to check out of Dame Dash lightly speaking on the situation lightly, and he's also basically reaching out to the other third owner of Rockefeller, Kareem Burke, who, for those that don't know, is that's they behind the scenes man. He owns a third of Rockefeller, y'all. So I want y'all to check that out too. So
The, the live is on or no?
Yes.
Is it on?
Yes.
So, my thing is, as it relates to therapy, I like to be transparent. I don't like to manipulate the narrative or, lie to people. I just like people to see the truth, because I'm free. And my thought process in this moment, to be honest, is this shit is corny. Like where we're from, you don't go to court. You just have to sit down and talk. So honestly, it's like it's puzzling me that this is where we're at. To where like not only are people that I used at one time or another, and even maybe in a way still do consider my brothers, but now we go into court instead of just talking. But when you hit me with a lawsuit, I got to answer. Like, it's what am I gonna do? But on some real man shit, I'm disappointed that the people that I respected as real men are carrying the situation as it relates to us to the way I consider what a real man's supposed to carry a thing. Like it's just you talk to the man. You don't accuse him of doing things. And like for me, I equate things a certain way. So if you go into a court in the street, to me that's like you going to the police. You tell them, you know. So that's why guys like me don't like to go to court. As much as I'm in court, because I'm a business, so I'm gonna be in court.
Right.
But I hate court. It's the last resort. If I could, like as of yet, nothing's happened that I know of that, at least on a business level, you can't just holler at me, and we can talk about business.
What do you think is stopping those things from happening?
Well, I was puzzled because I'm like, like I don't like your offer, so I'm gonna just sell it to somebody else. But I don't understand why that's such a big issue to the extent that you would say and know that I'm not doing something, but say it anyway. I've already said I'm not doing it, but you still double it down. So of course that made me look under the hood. But when I looked under the hood, I'm like, this shit is crazy. So just because I'm the CEO of the company, because I'm a director of Rockafella Inc., I gotta now protect the company.
Well, let's for the people who may not know, there's a difference here because we have a Rockafella that everybody's known as far as affiliated with Def Jam, Universal, that whole thing.
Yeah.
Then you have the Rockafella you're talking
That's
about.
Rockefeller LLC.
Okay.
So Rockefeller LLC was everything we did with Def Jam. But very strategically, when I did the deals,
right,
as the CEO and the director, I would always make sure that was not in any deal because we had done that ourselves.
And this was with the reasonable doubt and priority and all that.
So reasonable doubt is owned. Jay as an artist signed all the rights to Rockafella Inc. And I'm the acting CEO of Rockafella Inc.
And director, right?
And director. So, it's a 25-year thing. It's nothing I ever thought, it's like whatever, homie wants to act a certain way. I ain't even gonna speak on it. Do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? But it's 25 years later, it's like, all right, keep doing what you gotta do, but I'm ready to be out. And for some reason, and I really can't figure it out, they don't want me to sell my third. Like I don't see what difference does it make if I'm owning a third of somebody else's. What difference does it make?
Right.
But they're really doing a lot. So, but I'm like, if there was something happening, just hit me and tell me to play.
Hey, y'all, did Dan make a point? I mean, I understand they want it, but does it matter who owns it? If you don't want to give the man what he wants for it, then does it matter who owns it? Because at the end of the day, that third is still going to go in somebody else's pocket. Or if you wanted that bag, drop the fucking bag. What y'all think? The link is in the chat. Tap in.
But, court is weird.
Right.
Like, I'm in the twilight zone. Cause I watch your relationship with your family.
Yeah.
Your cousin, who I like, he's cool. So but could you imagine if you went to court against your cousin?
No.
Or your cousin hit you with a lawsuit?
No.
Like without talking to you or nothing?
No, we didn't.
Even if you had like a fight or a fallout.
Yeah, we was raised before, even before that would hit the fan. There's a talk. There's a possible fade.
So can you place yourself in my position right now?
Absolutely. I was
Can
going to
you
ask you
understand the perspective, like how I'm looking at this, of how corny this is? Because I'm the guy that says this is what the other culture wants us to do.
Right.
They want us to fight each other, hurt each other, and protect them like they the plug. And we're doing the very thing I say not to do, I'm doing. I'm contradicting everything that I actually project. We should never be fighting each other. And now I'm fighting someone that at some point in time, and even still to this day, on some levels, I consider a brother. That's corny.
No one.
I'm a victim of the program.
Right.
the very person that's saying don't do it is doing it. You know, it's crazy because a lot of times, remember I told you this before, when I see the imperfections in the culture and other people, I'm recognizing because these are the imperfections in myself. So whenever I'm giving advice to somebody, I look at, relatively speaking, exactly what I'm doing that may be exactly what I'm telling somebody not to do. I look for that. Me recognizing it is a flag that I might be doing. It's so crazy how people that preach peace and this, that, and the third, but the minute it's an isolated individual situation, all of that shit goes out the window. I thought you was holy. You know, I thought you was about black, but why you fighting somebody black? That's what I'm doing right now.
Right.
So I'm saying it now. Yo, holla at me. Let's not do what they want us to do. Let's not be their entertainment. But you ain't gonna just take advantage of me or wrong. You're not gonna call me a thief in the night.
No, I completely understand that part. Absolutely. I mean, what do you think is hindering that from happening? Like, I mean, are you really?
It's a mystery to me, bro.
Through the last couple of years and the things you've been dealing with, is it really a surprise that they went to it right now to you? Right now,
at this point, it's not. But back then, I would never have thought this would happen. But the thing that I have to deal with is a lot of gray area. There's a lot of rumors out there about certain things. So that's always something that's on. You have to be like, this is some shit that's crazy, and you don't want to deal with that. That's why I tried to get as far away from it as I could. Like, yo.
What up, Rick?
What's up with you?
Hey, before I continue the video, I want to ask you so far, man, what you think about this, man? Is Dame wrong for selling it because Jay don't want to pay what he want to pay for it? Do you think it matters who owns it? What's your opinion on this shit, Pepe?
I agree with him, man, because at the end of the day, it don't really matter. And if it's his, I feel like he can sell it. No matter what he's selling it for. I feel like he can sell it if he wanted to.
Especially if the man with all the money don't want to pay what you asking, right?
That's crazy. He, like you said, with all the money, but he don't want what you asking for. He probably want lowball him. That's probably all it is.
Well, that's
He
what he
want
was
low.
saying. I don't know when you tapped in. That's what he said. He said he devalued the purse, so that's why he wants to sell. He offered it to Jay.
Oh no.
Jay didn't want to pay what he asked him for, so he said, "Well, fuck you. I'm gonna sell it to somebody else."
So was
Somehow,
Jay in his feelings about that?
yeah. So somehow, some way, Jay is able to hit a lawsuit. I'm assuming it must have been a agreement, or there's some kind of law in place to stop that. But I thought shit like this happens all the time, though.
Right. I would have thought that shit Jay would have bought that though. Just you know what I'm saying?
Well. The thing is, look, everybody knows Jay Z got money, right? So
Right.
I'm pretty sure Dame is probably asking for a little more than what it's worth. Because one, they're not fucking with each other, and two, everybody know him and his wife got the bag. They just keep it 100. Now,
Right.
again, I don't want to devalue his company. I'm pretty sure Jay Z knows the value, and I'm pretty sure Jay, being a businessman, or if it was myself, I would at least offer him the value of it. I wouldn't undercut him because, as an owner of it, that devalues my shit. And eventually,
Right.
the numbers do get out there, not to the public, but other businesses can see that. Oh well, Dame sold it for this value, and as a company, that makes you look bad in the business world. So, I would have personally offered him whatever the value of that third really is, not a dollar or penny less. Probably would have threw maybe another 10 or 20 grand on it, maybe 100 grand just to make the nigga shut up. But now Dame, I'm assuming he probably added some more M's to that motherfucker. And Jay-Z like, nigga, you playing me, my nigga.
Yeah. But see, like you do have to fuck niggas though. You do have to niggas you
Hey,
really don't fuck with.
and if you listen to the interview so far, Dame pretty much is saying he wants to talk to him. They won't talk to him. Well, I can't say they won't. Well, yeah, because he's saying Kareem Biggs in the post. He said Kareem Biggs need to come. He actually added him. Let me fix the screen so people can see it. He actually added Kareem Biggs in the post. He said Hillen is gangster with the guy that's interviewing him or he's talking to. And then he says, this situation is corny to me. that I need therapy. Healing is gangster. Real niggas don't go to court unless they have to. Holla
Right.
at me, and he tag at Big Burks, which is the other third partner in Rockefeller. For those that don't know, so at this point, I'm gonna assume that Jay Z and Kareem, for whatever reason, doesn't talk to this nigga. Now that's a whole nother topic you can dig into on another time of what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck is he doing to where his alleged brothers don't want nothing to do with this nigga. These niggas built an empire. These niggas ate. And normally when it's this bad, it's only two things: either nigga that fucked your bitch or nigga that stole some money. Now
Big fact.
I don't recall Jay Z going on record saying he stole anything, but I have heard other entertainers make those claims. Again, I can't verify if those claims was true, but this is what I've heard in the YouTube streets, y'all.
Damn, my nigga Dame stealing.
Man, Jim Jones had an issue with him. That's why they part ways as far as with their business. I don't know about their personal relationship, but it actually went public a little bit between him and Jim. Jim was like, man, that would make you want to hurting, whatever that meant behind they little partnership in Jim Jones clothing line, I believe it was.
Right, right.
You
So he
know,
got a history of this shit already. Then.
man, that's what, and there's so many people that say that. Only thing I can say though, again, because I can't verify none of that, I do respect this nigga hustle, grind, and his mindset when it comes to being the owner, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I feel like, and I told y'all this, that should be everybody's goal. Never to work till you 65 to retire as an old person, go on a couple of boating trips and then die. That's retarded. That should
Facts.
never be your end game. And it's crazy though because that's probably 90%, if not more, of society's mindset. I'm gonna work until I'm fucking 65 or 70. I'm gonna retire, vacation on my home. Yeah, then you're gonna die and leave it to your kids. Like who's living to 80 and 100 years old? Let's be real about this shit.
That ain't normal nowadays.
Right.
Motherfuckers down at 50 and
So
60.
so if you work to make another man's family rich for his company 65 years, what do you have for yourself?
Nothing.
And you know what else is fucked up about society? And we're gonna go back into this topic. Since we're on this topic real fast, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people go into buying houses, right?
Right.
And the average house you set into a 20, 30 or longer year payment.
Yep.
Who holds a job that long?
Not too
Like
many people.
right now, even though you can get another job, let's just think about it for a second. Could you imagine having, say, for example, a 30-year mortgage, right?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't pay for 27 years. You got 3 years left, nigga. Boom, shit go bad. Lose your house. I mean, you lose your job. Nigga, the economy fucked up. You start working at McDonald's, making minimum wage, but it's not enough to pay your hard note, your house note, and take care of your family, nigga. Shit get real tough, my nigga. Could you
Yep.
imagine working 27 years and making that house note every month for 27 years and life shit happens and all of a sudden you lose that motherfucker? That's a
Hell
real
nah.
reality to a lot of people, my nigga.
Right.
And there's
Right.
no protection with that. Now I understand that, yeah, if you buy something, you gotta pay for it. I get it. If it was my house, I would want to get paid too. But goddamn, it gotta be something that they can put in place to where shit, if you didn't pay 27, you got three left, nigga. Some gotta help you out. Insurance don't help you out with your payments.
Right. Nah, I feel you on that part. I feel you. I definitely do.
After the mortgage up, you just pay taxes, electricity, and water, and and insurance. Okay, I got you. I thought you were saying insurance will help with that because they don't. But that's just some cold reality of this real world. But back to this Jay Z and Dame shit.
You got the block, have it all. Just leave me alone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm over here, I'm happy, I'm doing my thing independent. I'm gonna let you live, you can protect yourself with whatever you want. I'm not gonna interfere. I'm not even gonna hang on it, even if I know the truth, and even though they could be promoted that or not, I'm not even gonna get involved. Do you?
When was the last time that you had the type of communication that you would expect now? When was the last time that you actually sat and talked to and like talked?
Well, the thing is, there was a time like even when people saying we would beat, like If I needed tickets to something, I'd be like, yo, really like if my daughter or Rocky wants tickets, and he had the Live Nation Connect, I'd be like, yo, I need some tickets. They send it over. Anything I would ask him, Jay, he would respectfully. He was, our relationship.
Pictures.
Well, yeah, like it was like, yo, it was just a decision. Like we went different ways, but I'm just not a corny nigga like that. So it's like, you did what you did. You normal let it slide or whatever it is, whatever. I can't even pinpoint it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But either way, as men, there's a certain brotherhood that should always exist. And that brotherhood, no matter what, just because of where we're from, should always be respected. Even if this bullshit you went another way, I'm still expecting a certain brotherhood to be respected, which is why I never sued him, because that's not the way we're supposed to be playing.
Right.
So I let everything slide. I am, because I'm not about that life.
Well, some of the things that you're talking about as far as letting things slide, recently you had made some headlines regarding a lawsuit from your end, as far as having something to do with streaming. As an example of some of the things that you may have let slide or may have known. Would you consider that one of those things? I mean, I'm not clear. You want to clarify what the suit was? I know that.
Well, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Rockefeller Records owns Reasonable Doubt. Right. So if you go to a streaming service, it should say Rockefeller Records owns the copyright. Right. So if you look at certain other records, it might say Universal owns it. Right. Because they bought it. Yeah. But there's certain things Homeboy might own, but this ain't one of them. Rockefeller ain't owns it. Yeah. But if you go on a streaming service, it says S. Carter or whatever, distributed by whatever owns it. That's just simply not the case. And when, they offered me the money, because what happened was, I was looking for accounting, but I was like, how are they even doing all this shit? I'm the CEO. But I was like, let me see some accounting, because they wanted to buy me out. So I wanted to see, well, how much is it making? And when I was looking at it, there was no revenue for streaming service represented. But for the last 3 years, that shit somebody's been getting paid. S. Carter's been getting paid. And has, at least that's what it appears. Right. So if there's something different, just explain it to me. But as the CEO and director of Rockafella, I gotta go really protect Rockafella. I have a fiduciary obligation to do that. In this moment, I'm just doing my job. You understand? Like, I never flexed.
All right, y'all. What Dame talking about is this. Jay-Z being the third ownership, Dame is alleging that Jay-Z transferred Reasonable Doubt under Rockefeller into his Sean Carter LLC, which is his personal company. Dame Dash knew this. Dame Dash seen this. And the nigga kept it solid. He didn't assume or say nothing, which means I'm assuming the money from that went directly to Sean Carter LLC.
Mm-hmm. So
since you want to play the lawsuit game and sue me over what I'm trying to do, which is rightfully share my third, now I'm gonna sue you for I think it's $1 million. Dame Dash is suing Jay-Z for $1 million, and that's just strictly on him transferring Reasonable Doubt into his own personal company without his permission. Again, Jay-Z don't own everything. All three of them is a third ownership. And I think Dame Dash being a director, he's the only one that can probably do some shit like that. But let's continue.
Right.
CEO. Because again, they want whatever perception, but it doesn't mean that's really the case. Right. I'm still the boss. Right. Of that. Absolutely. Like, I don't care what he the boss of over there, but my thing is, take it, when you have a lawsuit with somebody, you have to really hammer down and start to spend a lot of time looking at what's going on. That just feels whack. It's like I'm talking about another dude all day. It's just corny. Ew. This shit is corny. I mean, now this is prime time corny.
Yeah,
This is the exact opposite of who I am.
But I think beyond the corny aspect of it, just to keep it all the way a buck, is that again, these are people that you yourself out of your own mouth have stated were your brothers. You know, these are people that were around your kids. I mean, it's all documented.
No, they still my brothers.
No, I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, like even if you do some bullshit, like even if a nigga does the wrong moral shit, there's still a brotherhood, but you just don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
But on a like moral level, it'll be like, yo, I know your family. I know I'm never gonna do nothing. You know, I'm not gonna go there with you. I'm gonna just leave you alone.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna always, just as a human being, respect the brotherhood.
Yeah.
Like even if you don't respect the brotherhood, I'm not gonna dim my light and not respect the brotherhood.
Right.
That's why I never ran into a court before for them. I would never do that to them. Like before that, I would holler at them. And that's what's confusing to me.
Have you yourself tried to send a kite? Or...
Yeah, I sent mad kites. I sent kites from my crew to Best Out. They don't want to get involved. I sent kites like, yo, holler at me. Tell me what the play is. But what is this bullshit? I got other shit to do. Definitely, I sent those kites like, yo, be a man and holler at me. We can speak in person. But instead, you got some white man calling me a thief. That shit is just corny, dude. We're doing exactly what they want us to do. Us fight each other while they watch for their fucking best interest. I know that's the play, and being the biggest advocate of not doing that, I'm doing it.
I mean,
it's a very manipulative thing. I'm just saying, here's my disclaimer. Yeah. I'm not down for this. Holler at me. We ain't supposed to be moving like this. We supposed to go to BBQs and talk this shit out, laugh, and you go about your business. We ain't gotta hang out. And that's that. That's the respect we're supposed to have for that brotherhood, the Rockafella brotherhood. That everybody is like, because this is breaking niggas' hearts that love Rockafella.
Yeah, that's
why I'm like, this is corny.
And that's why I know if it hits these people that don't know y'all, that have never been in the same room with y'all. I mean, because when I see the reactions, all I hear is, man, can y'all just talk? Man, this is crazy what's going on. I mean, these are the reactions that you're getting. I mean, a lot of the questions that you get, which is a lot of the times why I don't sit here and ask a lot of these questions. I know you hear them 1,000 times. What's the chances of you and Jay getting, back right? What are the chances?
It's not about back right. It's just about dealing with this dumb shit right now.
Okay, let's be clear about something, my nigga. The whole theory of Dame Dash being broke is bullshit. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all pay attention, when Dame Dash got arrested for owing child support, it was in the hundreds of thousands, I believe. He was released 2 hours after getting arrested because he paid it. It wasn't that he didn't have the money. The nigga was just unaware he had owed that shit somehow. So he paid and got out immediately. Also, if you pay attention, he ran up on Lee Daniels, I believe, who he loaned $2 million to start his movie career, which has done very well for him. I believe it was Lee Daniels. So this whole theory, not to mention he has his own production company over there, which you can see in the background, which I think is Dame Studios, amongst other shit. So that whole theory that's floating the internet saying that Dame Dash is broke or he spent all his money, we're gonna go ahead and kill that, my nigga. Is he Jay-Z rich? Nah. Is he Beyonce rich? Nah. But he damn sure ain't nowhere close to being broke. Broke is polar.
Yeah. I ain't thinking about nothing else but what I'm fighting right now.
Right.
So that shit is another thing.
But I'm saying the reason as far as why they're asking
if they say I can dig it. Yeah. But you know what it is, bro. Niggas is see the one thing that's scary, and I always tell you this. People be lying on me. Even at this level, they accuse me of doing something they know I wasn't going to try to do. That's a lie. And that's all I fear is the cheating. Everybody that tries to rob me with a lie. What am I gonna do? I play fair. I'm not just because you lie on me, don't mean I'm gonna lie on you. I don't think that's And just because you cheat, it don't justify me too. That's just the cloth I'm cut from, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
But either way, let me say you this.
yeah,
We're addressing that we in the ring.
absolutely.
But don't think I don't get out the ring. I'm really having a great time every single day, playing with my little boy, loving my relationship with my wife,
Absolutely.
being creative. I'm just aggravated that I have to take time from playing with my son to deal with this bullshit. With niggas that I grew up with.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's the corniest shit in the world.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I know I've seen you battle through a lot of different lawsuits. I mean, you know, we've seen multiple lawsuits come in. That's nothing.
Bro,
But that's why the only reason why, you know, because I'm not really with the salacious interviews and the sensationalism. You already know how we get down as far as you know, the therapy thing. You know what I'm saying? Which is, but the only reason why I'm asking you these questions regarding the situation is because of the emotional level that it has to hit you on. Because you had a lot invested in that, not just what people have seen, but all the things behind it.
Did you ever had a block and just walked away from it because it was hot, or you don't like who's on the block?
Yeah,
that's what this was. This block is too hot, and there's a lot of variables that I don't understand. There's a lot of gray areas, and where I'm from, the people that raised me,
yeah,
when there's gray areas, you out. It's not worth it.
right. And you probably viewed it as best for your relationship with those people at the time.
It's just I'm not enjoying it.
Yeah.
I don't need this shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I got my own life. Hey, Cash, you can make me another drink? Rock on.
Is that what played a part in you deciding to sell your interest in the Rockafella?
You think I want to deal with this shit?
As opposed to what would it mean keeping it? I mean, just what would it mean?
I ain't getting no money from it anyway.
Facts.
They cooking the books.
He said he get no money from it, maybe
I'm the one
because
that's
Jay-Z
doing these
transferred
jobs.
it over to Sean Carter LLC.
Like, I'm getting
That would make a
no
whole lot of
calls.
sense why he's suing him.
Like, just because I'm not paying attention to it, it don't mean that you can just rob me.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm really like,
You're not trying to get no low balls. There's no low ball.
I'm just, honestly, this was me like, yo, good. We have the memory. I just don't want to be a part of the business. Just because of the gray area. Those gray areas mean, yo, leave it alone. Know when to walk away. I walked away. And for some reason, people can't accept that. I just don't like those variables.
Yeah.
And I'm being transparent.
Absolutely.
Like, it's, you know, I don't, everything that's going on in my life since you met me, I've addressed publicly. So it ain't nothing different here. This is business as usual. Like, if you know me, you already know that. When I lost the baby, we did therapy that week.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't I do therapy publicly about this?
I mean, therapeutically, I like that you were able to come and sit and say, hey, look, man, holler at me. I'm willing to talk. Because I feel like that takes a lot of the weight off your shoulders as far as, okay, well, I'm doing what I need to do to keep it 100.
Why would I change the way I do things because of somebody else? Every time I have a situation, you always holler.
Yeah.
As a friend,
Absolutely.
and you know that the conversation is going to be therapeutic. And you're like, you good, my nigga? And you say it just like that in the language I understand. And then we talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we say, you know what? It's time for a session. So when I lost my child, we talked. When I got lawsuits with bum ass niggas like Chris Brown, we talked. You know what I mean? And you always have conversations about me. It's just, as a therapist, do you know anybody that has 24 hours, 12 months out the year? Do you ever know anyone that has this much war publicly?
No, not in front of everybody.
All day, like every day, you like, y'all. If you look at all out there, you be like, I mean, this week in the press.
Yeah, right.
And it's be about my life.
And it's so crazy because normally when I'm doing therapy with somebody, I don't necessarily do any research on them. I rely on what's bothering them and then for them to tell me. But because your life is so out there, I got to ask you about that stuff because I know it's either affecting you or it's not affecting you. But either way, it's important.
So as a therapist, how do you think I deal with those things?
Therapy.
But meaning like every time these are happening, I still have the same demeanor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except for when I lost the baby.
Yeah, which is completely
Understand, but like I'm still having fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't fuck my day up. I address the triggers.
Yes.
I isolate them. And what I know that is important is that regardless of what, there's always a light in the dark. It's just your responsibility to find it. That's it. That's the challenge God put in front of us.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna present you the dark, turn it into light. And that's how I approach every situation. So at the end of the day, I'm doing an auction. I'm not quite sure what day it might be this week. Like, I'm just figuring out. And I'm selling my interest, my 1/3, just like the judge ruled that I could.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you about that. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, bottom line is I wasn't trying to sell the whole thing. So yeah, that TRL stands. But within it, I can sell my 1/3. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it myself. If somebody want to buy it, they buy it. They don't, it's cool. We have another issue. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna play fair. I want everyone to really scrutinize and watch what's going on and make a very realistic, logical judgment, not based on emotion.
All right, y'all. I ain't gonna play too much of his video. If y'all want to go check out the whole video, it's on Damon Dash Instagram. It might also be on his channel. And again, we gave our opinion on it, y'all. I got some more content I got to get out to y'all tonight. So I'm going to be shutting this one down and going right back live with the next topic and story. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Reek, I might see you back at the next video in a few seconds. But
yeah, you will.
I got some real shit I need to talk about too, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all come back right after this. I am Sincere Official. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And this is the Hood on Lock.